An intellectual is someone whose mind watches itself. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? I think we're actually kind of looking at one of the best situations we could have right now. We got the market cap holding on to 300 billion, and we're seeing Bitcoin. I mean, we took some steps up. That's a big plus, right? It means that maybe the market's switching around, but we're holding steady, right? And then we got to take small gains if we want to keep it and not see any kind of correction sliding backwards. You know, if we can consolidate here for a little while, hold on for a day or two, and then make another step up, be a great way to go, right? I wouldn't have any complaints about it. All right, so we got about 14.7 billion traded in the last 24 hours. Not bad, not 20 billion like we kind of were hoping for and been seeing lately, but BTC dominance still doing really good, coming in at 46.9%. I mean, we're slipping backwards a little bit. I mean, we're down 4.4% from the high there, but not too bad at all. All right, so like I said, we got the Bitcoin price moving sideways right now, coming in at $8,211, or at least when I wrote it down, it was. We got Ethereum. I mean, we're still hanging out at about the same area. They're up 1%, coming in at $476. That's not too bad at all. But you know what we do have going on today that's pretty good? Is we got Samantha here in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
So, I mean, go ahead, pile up your questions. I got some news. I don't really have any major news on the Lightning Network. You know, I've been digging into it. You know, I went and I got some thoughts on it, and I thought I'd get out here, share them with you guys, and maybe answer some questions because, hey, when you guys ask me questions, it's also how I learn too. All right, so let's see what else we got going on with the market. Well, we got Ripple coming in at 46 cents even. That's up 1.1%. I mean, it's all right. You know, I mean, a lot of people are expecting big gains out of it. I don't know. I haven't seen any big movement coming so far yet this year. All right, we got Bitcoin Cash, $835. That's down 0.39%. Not a big deal. I mean, 1-2% here and there. It changes like that here in cryptocurrency. We got EOS coming in at $8.60. That's up 1%. Same feelings as Bitcoin. I mean, we're making some small steps upward there. You know, I'm holding on to a little bit of it, so I'd like to see it, you know, at least maintain its value and not lose me any. Let's see, we got Stellars. All right, we got a little bit of news on this one today. We'll get to it in a moment, but they're up 7%. I think I had seen, you know, some bigger gains earlier on that, coming in at 32.3 cents. We got Litecoin, $87.25. It's up a little bit, not a lot, not even a full percent, about 0.87. Let's see, we got Cardano. They're up 1.6%, coming in at 17.2 cents. Not too bad. And let's see, what do I got going on with my Steam and Steam back dollars? Let's see, we got Steam at $1.56, up 5.3%. Boom, big plus. Love that. You know, yesterday was my payout because I like it in the middle of the week. For some reason, when I started all this, I thought it'd be better. I don't know. I guess Fridays probably would have been the safer bet there. But I mean, all right, dollar cost averaging it weekly with my payouts there, it helps, right? Anything that I'm not spending fiat out of my pocket to get Bitcoin, always a big plus. All right, and Steam back dollar, if we're going to be using this as any kind of a metrics to help us determine this altcoin market, what do we got? $1.27. That's inflating. That's up 2.35%. I mean, we know that Steam and Steam back dollar like to come to parity sometimes, so I don't know if we're heading back in that direction. Not that I'm giving financial advice to anybody at all. I definitely don't want anybody coming back here telling me that I lost them their money because, hey, I barely can make my own. So how are you today, Samantha?
I'm good. My work called. I didn't answer. I don't know if I'm going to answer, but yeah, I'm good.
Right. I'm not sure if you want to close off the end of a 3-day weekend with going back to work early.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a saved struggle. You know, do I want money or do I want my time?
Those are always the debates. You know, your time and money, they go, you only got a limited amount of time, but without any money, what good is your time? All right, so let's start off with a little bit of light news here. We got Augur. They're killing their kill switch. All right. I mean, anything to move away from any kind of centralization, meaning that no longer they make these kill switches in the beginning to kind of help if there's a problem right off the bat. They can go ahead and shut down the network, make sure nobody gets robbed. I guess they're saying that's been running long enough that they don't have these concerns. They went ahead and sent those private keys out to a burn address. So no longer can anyone kill Augur. Those prediction markets are out there open. I mean, a lot of people are posting some crazy stuff out there. I personally have not gotten on there and scrolled through it. I've just seen quite a few articles on the assassinations and all of these other things that they're trying to, you know, get betting on over there. I just hope we don't ever see a situation where somebody actually puts up a lot of money on, you know, the Augur betting network and then goes
makes it
happen in turn to, you know, make a lot of money. But at the same time, we don't necessarily see the volume in these altcoins that would necessarily make me want to go out and kill anybody or try an assassination. All right, so what do we got going on in the chat today? Who do we got hanging out? Oh, I have to give a big shout out to Bitcoin Ben. I mean, when he gave me that shout out yesterday, I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great, but I had no idea it was going to do what it did. I think I picked up 200 subscribers. I have not moved in subscribers in a very long time. It seems like when Bitcoin dropped off back in December, January, so did my numbers.
Yeah, his subscribers was like 2 forward, 1 back at all points.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it was bumming me out at times, but at the same time, I was happy to have the community that I had. And I thought that, and I do think that it's wonderful. And I love continuing to move forward with it. But this big boost of people and everything, it really, you know, it's uplifting. It's uplifting to see that people are, you know, wanting to come over here and what the hell this crazy guy in the woods is saying about this magic internet money, right?
Right. We have the Rickest Rick. He says he's first. We have Tech Lords. He says, good morning.
Good morning, buddy. Thanks for coming out for the cup of coffee.
JT Irby is here, as always. We have
I love you, man. You're
Paul
always
Rouleau,
here.
also
I love
here, as
I love
always.
that me and Sam are watching other people, and I see you in the chat. And I'm like, hey, there's JT Irving. There's our buddy.
And we have Francisca Britton saying, good morning, everyone. She was another one that came from Bitcoin Ben yesterday.
Nice.
We have somebody else.
I appreciate it, you guys. I really do. I'm going to try my best to keep coming out here and keeping it as real as I can keep it, because I'm just an average guy who's been in Bitcoin for like 2 years. I love this stuff. Fully invested in it. I love the idea that I was able to just casually walk away from the fiat system and into the cryptocurrency system, where I feel like I have a much more control over my life, and it's doing a lot better for me and my family.
Oh, Silent Lamb is here. Yay.
I love it. I love it. All right. What else do we got? Well, we got John McAfee. He's out here. He's offering $100,000. So if you got those computer skills to be hacking, go ahead, go get one of those hardware wallets. It's a BitFi. If you can hack that thing, you got a nice big fat pocket there. Go out and invest that in Bitcoin. I mean, you could be a billionaire in 2020 and beyond.
100,000. Whoa, what?
All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. Well, I got the news on the Stellars. I mean, why they're shooting up. We're seeing Transfer 2 is like a remittance system payment. They're hooking up with Stellar. They're going to be bringing it to 70 countries. I mean, that's a lot. That's a big news. I mean, I think if you went to go send Western Union to somebody overseas, it's not even worth it unless you're sending a couple hundred. I mean, let alone, you know, just trying to send $50 every week back to your family in another country where $50 US to them could be quite a bit. We do see a lot of that in the United States. Being able to do it through systems like this, big plus, saving them on the fees, all that stuff. It's going to take off. It's going to be slow adoption as always. But we're also seeing that they're going to be added to the Hobai exchange. That got trading. Deposits opening on 25th. 26th, they're going to start trading, and withdrawals are going to start a day or two later.
Yeah, 28th, I think they said, or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not on that exchange. I'm sure most of you guys aren't either, considering, well, I mean, I've seen quite a few people from Bitcoin Ben. We're not USA based. A lot of my followers usually are here in the US of A, like I am here in Florida in the middle of nowhere. But all right. And all of this being, you know, on the back of the fact that they're talking about being added to Coinbase, I mean, it's really just what pumped the price up. I think I was seeing, what, 10, 12, 15% at one point last night. I just, you know, like everybody else, check that coin market cap more often than I should.
Just like Ethereum Classic. Yeah.
All right. So, all right, we got one more news story, but what do we got going on in the chat? And then we'll talk about Lightning.
We have Silent Lamb saying, just getting giddy for the bull run. If you build it, they will come. Wayne's World. And then we have Truth Monster saying, last name Monster, first name Truth, reporting for duty. And
yes, sir.
JT Irby is saying that, yeah, buddy, they're coming for the Silent Lamb in the Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Everybody's just happy.
Good. I'm happy too. I mean, it's looking a little dreary out here today.
It is supposed to rain again.
Hey, you got to have the rain. It definitely makes the air feel clear and clean this morning. So, I mean, there's
flowers and things are blooming.
Yeah, there's a bright side to everything, right? All right. So, ETF news, right? I mean, this personally I thought is FUD, but, you know, what's the best defense against FUD? to get out here in front of it, right? To start trying to educate, talk about it and point it out as FUD, so that hopefully in the 24 hours it takes for news to get around the world, maybe we could stop maybe some fallout that could happen. But we're looking at, they got some legal guy, let's just call him that, out there saying that the CBOE could be pushed off. He starts citing, previous ETF proposals, saying that we could be looking at a delay as late as March
of next year.
He started saying that, with 45 and 90-day delays coming in September and December.
Yep, they can just keep extending it and extending it.
But I don't know. I mean, it sounds like FUD. I mean, whether or not but at the same time, government brings out that red tape. They definitely are always very slow at dragging their heels to get out there and, let us make our changes that we need to change. But so far, we've been watching the government embrace us this year with, regulations and licenses and all of this. So I don't know how this one's going to go. I got my fingers crossed, because I do believe that if this ETF gets denied, that we could start seeing possibly low BTC prices based on the fact that, people get discouraged again. But all right. This is why I wanted to talk about Lightning. I feel that all of this ETF news and everything like that, that's for speculators. That's all for non-Bitcoin to get rich quick. If you're really in it for the long term, what I'm looking at is the Lightning Network. I mean, World Crypto Network had a wonderful interview that I caught with Samantha last night.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
It was very deep. It was very insightful.
Nick someone, but Nick, yeah.
I blasted it out on my Twitter. So, come over, sign up to my Twitter. I don't post a lot, but what I do post, I try to keep it relevant. So I'm not going to mess up your feed with a lot of memes and all that other garbage. It's not really me. But it was very insightful. It definitely, I'd already been messing around with it. Benjamin MGTOW had got me, starting to get my lighting the fire under me pretty much, feeling like I was falling behind, because I definitely love to be on the forefront of this kind of technology. So, with that fire starting to get lit, I had gotten an Eclair wallet. I had gotten the Zap wallet. I had started looking, I had a Bitcoin node at one point. This low bandwidth I have here, it was, I don't know. I can only do what I can do. So I was starting to trust third parties with the ledger, not to verify, and not running my own node anymore. Getting back into it, thinking about possibly trying to see if I can't strive to run a Lightning node on top of it. Everything he was saying, the fact that we're going to be seeing a new way to make money through the fact of being early adopters and having Bitcoin and taking the time to learn and understand what the Lightning Network is and investing our Bitcoin into it to be able to collect these, however you want to call it. I would go with fees.
They said, routing fees or interest.
Interest. It's semantics to me. You're taking money to make money, and you're not having to go out there and slave away at those 9-to-5s that are not helping anybody at all. All you're doing is making the fat cats fatter. So, what do we got going on in the chat?
Oh, Bitcoin Ben's here.
Hey, buddy, thanks for coming out, man. I can't thank you enough for helping me out there. It was really inspiring to watch my subscribers numbers finally blow past the 2,000 mark and then past the 2,100 mark. I picked up like 200 subscribers because of you. And my video yesterday was over 400 views.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
More than I've had. I've been hanging out around the 100 mark for a while.
He says that the crypto community needs to ignore the FUD and just keep building the structure.
Yep. And as far as you guys know me, I'm a borderline Bitcoin maximalist. The altcoins are here. I do think we should gamble with them a little bit. I'm not as down on the altcoins as a lot of these other people are that are Bitcoin maximalists, because I believe that they do have a place. I don't think that they're going to go anywhere. I'm not going to sit here and be eyes closed to the situation. I'm going to, dabble in it. I'm 90% Bitcoin, and my 90% in Bitcoin is definitely looking at the Lightning Network as the way to the future. They keep talking about it being a second tier solution. I don't know if I'm seeing it a little differently. I'm a little more biological when I think, and it's more like, there's the cell, and the cell is the Bitcoin network. Well, you can always dig deeper and you can go to the atoms, and the atoms is where the Lightning Network is. It's the space in between the transactions where the Lightning Network is happening. And that space is, I was even digging deep into this. If you go and change your node to the node of the merchant that you're buying from, you can go ahead and pay 0 fees, because a lot of times they'll waive it if you're linking directly to them. That's amazing.
You can choose which node you want to connect to. You can look at all of it.
it's developing. You're not going to get a receiving address unless you go out there and run your own node, but you can download the Eclair wallet on your Android phone to be able to send some. So if you're going to be spending a lot of Bitcoin, I mean, I got a link down below here for a website that has Lightning stores and merchants out there just to check it out. I wouldn't go throw a bunch of money on it. I mean, but if you're an early person like I am that likes to get out there and start messing around with this stuff so you can understand it better, you know, it's there. All right. Here, Sam, hold this cup of coffee. These turkeys, man, they're right here. They want in this.
Let's see.
Let's see. Hey, buddy, say good morning. Oh, you don't want to be picked up? Yeah, there you go. They're right here watching always. I think they love this morning show, too.
I think they just love, like, Eugene. He comes out and they follow him around like a dog.
They're my dogs. Well, I have dogs. They're my bird dogs.
Yes. Bitcoin Bed says Lightning Network is the future global monetary network based on free will exchange. Yes, and that's what he was saying. I mean, like, people were asking, well, can big, business get into anyone can get into Lightning?
Yeah, it's an open market. It is a free market where anybody can get in there and do it. It's the same standards that we're always talking about. If the code allows it, then it's okay. It's law. And, that's kind of part of the problems that they have on Steam, that they need to improve their code over there for some of these voting and downvoting situations that have been, not making it less than wonderful over there. The big advantage here is that Bitcoin is a closed system where fiat is an open system. And the Lightning Network does not change the Bitcoin system in any way. It is still closed. It is still 21 million. We're just being able to send these transactions faster and for less money and less fees to be able to make the merchants work. And it's only going to get better. The more people that get on this, the better this technology develops. I mean, yes, it's probably a little harder to run a Lightning node right now. But hey, in the beginning, it was hard to run a Dash node. I mean, now they're like 2 clicks away type deal to get you a Dash node. And that's what's going to happen with the Lightning Network. It's just better code, takes a longer time, right? All right, Samantha. Has anybody got any questions about the Lightning Network? I would love to try to, debunk some myth. I would like to try to, maybe help explain it a little better if I can to help somebody understand it. Because grabbing the concept of what the Lightning Network is going to give you the clarity to be able to go through the FUD. It's going to give you the clarity to not want to sell in the downtimes. And that's why I'm always out here saying that, a Bitcoin and a cryptocurrency education is your greatest tool. Yes, it's wonderful to go out there and buy your first Bitcoin. Yes, it's wonderful to go out there and start earning Bitcoin. But unless you actually understand what you're holding and why you're holding it and what the true fundamental reasons are, you're going to get flooded out. You're going to want to sell. It's hard.
Bitcoin Ben says freedom of exchange of goods and labors is the opposite of slavery. And Silent Lamb asks, are you using a Lightning wallet?
I am. I do have my Eclair wallet set up. And like I said, I'm looking to see if I can't get a node up and going. And if I do, I'll be putting a Lightning address down there below. I'd probably only open up the channel for like $2 or something, just to.
It would be cool to see it work.
It'd be cool to see it work and to have it watch the transactions come through on my own node. I mean, I'm going to be digging into this deeper. You guys know that. I'll be out here trying to give you the best knowledge I can give you because like I keep telling you, I'm just some Joe Schmo out here in the middle of the woods, loving cryptocurrency, trying to hustle it on the side to be able to pay these bills. But you know what I really want to do? I really want to hang out with Samantha and my son, little Eugene. I really want to sit here on my compound. I mean, I got lots of birds. I mean, I'm the crazy bird guy. I love them. I incubate them and breed them and everything else under the sun. But
yes, we were watching a movie last night and he literally thought one of the birds was outside like crying and he like ran out with a flashlight. It was just some rando bird in the woods.
We have bears. We have bears out here, okay? I mean, I'm not going to just keep watching TV as a bear could be ripping apart a coop. I love these guys. They keep me happy. They give me something to do.
Paul Rouleau says, sadly, I know very little about the Lightning Network. Everybody had heard about it when it like actually went like Maine. And then literally it wasn't until Vengeance started saying stuff that we went back and we were like, wait, you know, really,
yeah, the Lightning Network has been
buy
under
stuff
development
this
for
way.
a very long time. I mean, this is why we push for segregated witness. It's kind of that it just took a little bit of a backseat on the burner when the price was going down because everybody was so focused on all the money that was supposedly losing in value. But, you know, 1 Bitcoin does equal 1 Bitcoin. So as long as you didn't sell, you still hold the same. You know, it is a complicated situation. It's hard to wrap your mind around all of it.
Oh, Bitcoin Ben says, Samantha, thank you for spending your time with us, helping with the show. Yeah.
I appreciate it too, Sam.
I do like crypto.
It just took a little while.
It did.
All right. Well, I guess if that's it, I'll go ahead and start wrapping this all up.
Yeah, Silent Lamb says School of YouTube, my boy.
I mean, that's why I'm here. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I mean, Bitcoin especially, there is no marketing department, as Thomas keeps telling you. So how's this going to happen? You got to get out here. You got to do it yourself. I mean, when you feel passionately enough about something, you're going to get out. You know, that's why young men went to war for countries. You know, they felt passionately about their countries. That's why people went out and protested. And I feel passionately about cryptocurrency. And this is how I feel I can help. I mean, you know, I'm not the brightest guy out there. I'm not some programmer who's, you know, writing code and this and that. But I mean, I do have my AA degree. I did go to college for, you know, help desk. So, you know, that guy, help desk, right? I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand here a little bit. And then I've been here. I've been in the space. I've been in the space for 2 years. You know, I came in at the halvening. You know, I've sent transactions. I have accounts at like every single exchange out there. You know, I am 100% with my financial status, you know, savings. I'm invested in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So, you know, if you're still trying to get signed up with Coinbase, if you're still trying to get with an exchange, if you got those simple questions, if you're trying to, you know, recover wallets, if you're trying to split coins, I know how to do all of this stuff. So I figured, why not pass on this knowledge? There is no 0.1 Bitcoin, 0.01 Bitcoin or anything like that. If I know something, I'm going to give it to you for free. All right. And if I don't know it, I'm going to go find somebody that does have the knowledge and then bring it back to you. That's the service I'm providing you. And you can get a hold of these services from me through eugeneforest20@gmail.com. All right. It's my email. It jingles on my phone. I usually text you and answer back the same day, if not within minutes or hours. I've had people comment about how quick I am. I mean, if I'm not at work and I'm just hanging out here with Sam, it's no big deal. I mean, this is what I do. I love it. It makes me happy. All right, you guys, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes down there below to help you guys figure out these cryptocurrency markets. I mean, like I keep saying, cryptocurrency education is the best thing you can do for yourself because you're going to understand the future of money, where a lot of people don't even understand the money we have nowadays. Got those donational addresses if you got that extra crypto. And the best thing you can do, though, get on over to Steam. All right, sign up, get yourself that free cryptocurrency. While you're there, you can upvote my post. I'll comment down below. I'll upvote that. All right, every little bit counts. That's why they got faucets. Is there anything in the chat? Let me take one more moment. Because
Silent Lamb is leaving and Bitcoin Ben is leaving. He says, bye, guys. Kick ass today. Your service will be rewarded through karma, is what Bitcoin Ben just said.
I'd rather have it that way than any other.
And Paul Brulo says, have a great day, everyone. Wonderful community here.
All right, you guys. Remember to keep your Bitcoin safe.
Bye, everyone.